Today I am going to teach you an important segment in English grammar, direct speech and indirect speech. It is also known as reported speech. For example, this is where you report a speech in real life situation. For example, there is a conversation between A and B. If you write the conversation as it is without any alteration, it is known as direct speech, or it is also known as the real speech which is happening there. The same speech you are reporting to someone else, to a third person, then it becomes reported speech. So if you write the direct speech as it happens in the real life situation, it is known as direct speech. But when you convert that particular speech into indirect, there are a few grammatical rules which you need to follow. And there are a few grammatical principles which you need to adhere to. That is what I am going to teach you today. So, reported speech is nothing but you are reporting a conversation between two individuals or a group of people to a third party. So, when you convert, there are a few rules. Now, in the direct here, for example, this is direct speech. Here, look at here. Direct speech. So, here there is a speaker, Sachin. A person named Sachin said something. So, in the direct speech, you are writing the conversation as it is without changing it. For example, Sachin said, I am playing football now. It is a talk by Sachin. Okay. Sachin said that. So, that is the direct speech. So, when you write the direct speech, there are a few rules which you need to adhere. For example, you notice here a comma, the person who said it. Now, it should be, the speech of that person should be in inverted commas. The rule is, you can go for one also, one inverted comma, that is American. Americans put only one, but Britishers use two. You can go for either one. Now, but see here, because it's a pronoun, it is a capital letter, then it ends with a full stop. If it is a question, it ends with a question mark. Then you have to end it with a inverted comma, double, because you used double here, here also you need to use double. Now, when you change this one into indirect speech, what are the changes happening? Here, look at this sentence. Here there are two verbs. This is a verb. This is a verb. Changes will happen only if the reporting verb is past tense. So, this verb is known as reporting verb. Reporting verb. This is known as reporting verb. And this is main verb there in the context, okay? Main verb. Change happens only if the reporting verb is past tense. Same says there. Sachin says, the earth is round. There you don't have to change. Sachin says that the earth is round. No changes there. Only thing is you write as it is there. But if the reporting verb is in the past tense, then you need to follow these rules. Okay? When you change into indirect, first thing is you come up with a that there. Do we use inverted commas? No. First thing is you have to omit inverted comma. In indirect speech, there is no inverted comma because you are not reporting as it is. You are not reporting the sentence as it is. Now, you omit it, leave inverted comma, then you come up with a that because this statement, it is an assertive sentence or it is a declarative sentence. What type of sentence is this? There are four types of sentences: declarative sentence, interrogative sentence, imperative sentence and exclamatory sentence. This sentence is a declarative sentence. If it is a declarative sentence or statement or assertive sentence, then you come up with that. But if it is a question, we don't use that. We use the question word. That I will teach you after this. Now, then you added one that here and you omitted this. Okay. Now, this I becomes he. This is first person and this is third person. So, first person is changed into second person. First person is changed into third person. Because in the direct speech, the conversation is happening between two people. Okay. But in the indirect speech, the speech is reported to someone. So you need third person there. So this I becomes he because the subject here is Sachin and we know that he is a man or boy. That is why we go for he. If it was said by Sita said, I am playing football, then it would have been Sita said that she. Depending on the gender, you need to use the third person. Now, was playing. Now see, was playing. So this is present continuous tense. So present continuous is changed into past continuous. Present continuous is am playing. So past continuous of that is was playing. We don't change the tense, but we change the tense into corresponding tense. For example, here this is present continuous tense, so that is changed into past continuous. Okay, and football no change, only verb changes. Now becomes then. That is change in adverbs. Changes in adverbs. Now becomes then. Okay. I will write another sentence here. Sita asked have you been to the market today? Sita asked. First you have to find out what type of sentence is this. What type of sentence is this? Is it a declarative sentence, interrogative or imperative or exclamatory? This is interrogative sentence because there is a question mark. There is an interrogative sentence. So you need to change accordingly. So the answer could be, this is direct speech. Sita asked because it is a question asked. Now don't have to use inverted commas. So since it is a question, you have to use if or whether because it is a yes or no question. There are two types of questions, yes or no question and WH question. This question is an yes or no question. So therefore, we have to use whether instead of that. We don't use that there because it is a question. Whether, see that, no? Whether this question is addressed to me. So I can write whether I. This is which tense? Have you been? Present perfect into past perfect. So whether I had been to the market today. Adverb changes today is changed into that day. Full stop. Sita asked whether I had been to the market that day. Today becomes that day. Yesterday becomes the previous day. Tomorrow becomes the following day. now becomes then. Last day will be that day. So you change all the adverbs correspondingly. Tense changes according to this. Person also changes. So I am going to repeat what I told you. I have introduced only 2 types of sentences here. There are many more. Okay, I will take all those topics in another session. So I am going to repeat what I said. Reported speech is a sentence where you are reporting the original speech or conversation of a person. And when you convert a direct speech to indirect speech, there are a few rules which you need to adhere to. The first rule is that you must find out what type of sentence is this in the direct speech. If the sentence is in the declarative form, then you need to use that. You have to omit the inverted commas and change the tenses accordingly. For example, if the tense is simple present, it is changed into simple past. If the tense is present continuous, past continuous. If the tense is present perfect, past perfect. If the tense is present perfect continuous, then it should be past perfect continuous. Okay. Then if the sentence, the direct speech is in simple past, then it is converted to past perfect. Past perfect. And if it is past continuous, then it becomes past perfect continuous. He said, it was raining yesterday. You say, he said that it had been raining yesterday. Then, if it is past perfect, no change. If it is past perfect, no change. If it is past perfect continuous also, no change. If it is simple future, then it changes, like modal auxiliary verb. Modal auxiliary verb. For example, you say, Sachin said, I will meet you tomorrow. Sachin said that he would meet me the next day or the following day. So all these things I will teach you another segment. Okay, don't worry about it. Now, so time being, I told you that you need to find out first the type of sentence, then you need to find out the tense of the sentence, then you need to change the adverbs, then you need to change the persons, then that is done. But the first thing you need to keep in mind is you need to identify the type of sentence that you are given. So next class, I am going to teach you how to convert imperatives and exclamatory sentences into indirect speech with a few other principles. Hope it is clear to everyone. Thank you.